Alright everyone, I just left my house. I figured it'd be a good time to make a little check-in video. I just had a gentleman reach out to me looking to get rid of a lot of Pokemon cards, so I figured I would make the trip. It is a little further than I like to go. It's about an hour away from my house, so the only reason why this is really worth it is one of two reasons. One, it's a decent-sized lot of cards with some older ones in it that I think there's more meat on the bone, and I have an electric car, so it makes this a little more worth it. Whenever I get there, I'm going to ask him if it's okay if I record, but if he says no, then I will see you guys after I look through the cards and see if we can make a deal. So, see you then. Alright, so he just left. He didn't want to be on camera. I'm hoping that the next deal I make, whoever it's with, won't mind being on camera so much. So I'm going to flip the camera around. And what I picked up, now there was 3 Elite Trainer boxes here full of bulk. We're going to go over this later. These were all hollows and reverse hollows, and then these were all just commons and uncommons, non-hollow. I did notice by just scrolling through some of these, well, moving through some of these, whatever you want to call it, that there is some older stuff in here. Looks like Sun and Moon and maybe even earlier, so I can't wait to get into that. And these were the better cards that came out of it. I don't want to get into them too much. V's, V-Maxes, you have some Japanese cards back here, and there was some other stuff in here. I saw this Umbreon, but I don't want to spoil that good. But I don't want to spoil any surprises because we can get into it at the end of this video. Now, the one thing I did want to show you guys is he did have this graded Beckett 8 Dark Charizard. Once again, we can go over this. But yeah, not bad. It was right around, give or take, 1,800 cards, 1,700 cards. So yeah. Alright, so we are back. I got everything all here at the desk, and we're going to go through and see exactly what I picked up. So the first things we're going to go through is we're going to go through these 2 Elite Trainer boxes that had some bulk in it, just regular bulk. Now I do believe there are rares mixed in here, so we're going to look and see exactly what we have. So it looks like we have some battle styles. Yeah, there you go. So there are some rares mixed in here, which makes it all good. There you go. There's some older stuff. I'm not exactly sure. Probably that looks like some Crimson Invasion. Okay, so some really good looking bulk. But that was the only thing that he said after he got there. Oh, an Iona. Set that one down. It's worth a little bit. We'll set that off to the side. Oh, another Iona. He did tell me whenever he showed up that there is a bunch of energies mixed in here, so he gave me a really good deal on this bulk. I think he honestly just wanted to get rid of it. And hey, look, a code card. We'll actually give that away to somebody here in a second, so we'll just make a pile over here. Now, I don't want to waste all the video going over this bulk because ultimately bulk is bulk. Here's a code card for Paldea for somebody. Make sure you use it. I think I mentioned it in an earlier video. Somebody had mentioned to me that they're in the process of changing over the game. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. So if anybody plays that game and uses the code cards, let me know down in the comments section. Let's roll through these just real quick. Looks like a lot of Paldea. Looks like that's what he was primarily opening. And then we get into, those are definitely Sword and Shield energies, which I do not keep energies. I have like 2 massive boxes in storage because if they ever become worth anything, or if I'm able to get rid of them or asked for them at some point, I always wanted to have them, but I've stopped saving them just because of how many I have. Energies. Wow, lots of... Okay, and here we go. We did it. We get to some older stuff. I always love, and I'm always amazed when people start giving me this older stuff, so I don't know what packs this stuff is from. That's a newer symbol that I've never really seen before. I know it's kind of hard to see, but what's that one from? 2015 Aero Bike. So some older cards. I will set this out. Hey, look, there's Evolutions. There's actually a lot in here. Wow, look at all this. That is an old Judge. It's a 2015 Judge. Wow, wonder what pack that's from. Somebody, if anybody has the ability, or maybe I should, somebody should make a poster with all of the symbols for all of the sets on it for quick reference. It might actually exist. I think I'm going to Google that as soon as I done recording this video. Probably should have recorded that. Not recorded it, but probably should have looked into that. Wow. Taking way longer to go through this bulk than what I wanted. If you don't want to see me go through any more bulk, hey look, some older cards again. More older. Love the older. It sells well. If I don't need it for my collection, because everything goes into my collection first before I sell. So we will just tear through this real quick. Alright. Alright. And the rest of that is pretty much all energies. So we will throw all this stuff back in here real quick. Alright. The guy that I met for this, like I had mentioned earlier in this video, he didn't want to be on camera. Unfortunately, I'm hoping that one of the next deals that I make, whoever it's with, guy or gal, they won't mind being on camera. So, we will see. I'm going to go through a little bit of this. Oh, condition issues on that card. That's an energy. I'm going to go through a little bit of this stuff just to see, but if it's just regular bulk like the others, then I'm probably just going to skip over it. Ooh, look. All older stuff. Greninja. Ooh, a Blastoise. What set is that from? Once again, I don't know any of these older sets. It's 2019. It's not even that old. I should know that one. Ooh, a Charizard. Look at that. Non-holo Charizard. That's from Vivid Voltage. I know that. Venusaur. Wow, this is some good bulk. See, this is the bulk that is always obviously worth picking up. Wow, look at these older cards. This is the stuff you never know what you're going to get. And this is a local person. This isn't even somebody I found online. When is this from? 2015. The packs aren't very big. There's only 30 cards in the set, it says at the bottom. Wow. They don't make cards like this anymore. Let me know down below this video. You guys think the cards look better now, or you think they look better back in the day? Ooh, Charmander. That's a Vivid Voltage guy right there. Ninetales. Look at that Ninetales. 2015. Wow. He had these like all sorted. Rapidash. I think that might be an original base set card. I think that's an original base set card. I'm going to throw this into a sleeve and we will check it out a little later. I am 99% sure that is a base set Rapidash. That is absolutely insane. I have never found base set cards. I think I found some base set energies one time in some bulk, but I have never found base set cards before. Wow. Pikachu. These are some really, really good cards. Huh. I'm glad I took my time to go through this. I'm going to have to really go through these cards even more careful. One by one by one. Oh wow, this card's in really bad condition. Kricketot from 2016. Look at that. Yee! Damaged. I'll just set it right there. This is amazing, and this is what I mean. This is why bulk is so exciting. You never know what you're going to get. And, of course, you take the wins with the losses. Lots of energies. Wow, there's all kinds of older cards here. Neo Genesis. That's a Neo card. What? I'll set that one down. Wow. These are definitely lots of really old cards in here. This is insane that somebody would have these just mixed in with bulk. Another Charizard. What Charizard is that? I think it's from Unified Minds or Team Up. If I remember correctly, I have had a holographic version of this Charizard before. It was a promo. I'm going to leave this one out too. It was a promo in... oh look, here's the Squirtle and War Turtle. that go in the same set. That's pretty cool. I had that as a promo, though, that came in a box that I got from Canada. Hey, look, another Charizard. That's absolutely... This is the craziest box ever. 2016 Moltres? I'll pull that one out, too. A 2016 Moltres. Let's take a look at that Neo card. I said it was Neo Genesis. I'm not 100% sure it's Neo Genesis. It could be any of the Neo packs. But look at that. I'm going to get some better lighting. Also, I was just talking about that with my wife, and I need to get some better lighting so you guys can see this, because I don't have a dedicated work spot yet to look at cards. But that is 2003. Horsey. Wow. Alright, I wasn't going to actually go through the rest of this, but I think I'm going to now. 2016, we have some evolutions. Looks like, what else is in here? What else is in here? Anything good? Alright, please do me a favor. If you're still watching, and you can, and you like this content, hit the thumbs up button. It really... Oh, look, a Lugia? That's Darkness Ablaze. That's a good one. That's a solid one. It helps the YouTube algorithm recognize my videos. So, I'm gonna... What was that? An Aerodactyl. He opened a lot of that set. Whoever this was, the guy that I met for this, he opened a lot of that set that those Charizards came out of. That Aerodactyl came from the same set. I gotta look it up and see what set that is, because I get enough of those cards. Look at these cards. They just don't make cards like this anymore. Growth. Wow. Snover. I'm not even, like, I don't get bulk like this very often. Every now and then you'll find some older cards that are mixed in, but you never get bulk like this. And I know this is getting to be a little bit long here. We're coming up on 10 minutes just passing through the bulk. We still have a good amount of cards to get through here. So let's just go really quick here. It's hard to even tell. So there is a lot of older stuff in here. Alright. Crazy, crazy, crazy. A good portion of these cards, I can tell you right now, I don't have for my collection, for mine and my son's collection. So a good portion of these will probably just end up in my personal stash. So, even that Weezing. Look at that Weezing. Alright. So, that is 2 boxes of bulk. Now, at the end of this, I will tell you what I paid for all of this. But so far, we have that bulk right there. Now, this is the holo and reverse holo bulk. He was kind enough to split it up for me, so we'll just pass through these real quick and see if there's any more of these older cards. Look at it. Look at these cards. Same thing, Mewtwo. Such way older stuff here. I'll start pulling out everything that's older. This is absolutely insane. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to pull all these out. It's like every card. Alright, here we go. We get back into some regular Sword and Shield bulk. A couple more nice ones. Look at that. Alright. We have... Out of all those cards that I just went through, only this many were non-old ones. That's insane. That's craziness. Why are these cards in here? Somebody out there is desperately looking for these cards. Toxic Croak. Let me just start swiping a little bit faster. Look at that one. That's cool. Thunder Mountain. Put that one there. This is definitely probably the best bulk I've ever gotten, all the way around from both. I've had some real lucky streaks with some hollows and reverse hollows with some really good ones. Like I just went through some bulk where I had it was about 5,000 hollows and reverse hollows though. There was 5 forest seal stones in there, and if you don't know what those are, they go for about $12 a piece. Well, at the time that I sold them all, they went for about $12 a piece. So mind blown here. Look at that Mewtwo. I've never seen that Mewtwo before. It's a promo. It's a Sun and Moon promo. It's crazy because I was around in the Sun and Moon era, so I can't believe I've never seen that. Grimer. Alright, you're getting into... Wow, Kyogre. Look at these. Blastoise. Bang. There it is. Reverse Hollow Blastoise. So many cards. There you go. Greninja. There you go. We're getting into celebrations here. This is great. I wish every single bit of bulk I've ever went through would be like this. This is definitely the best bulk I've ever had. There's so many, I don't even think I can keep pulling them out. There you go. Cleffa. I just sold a bunch of those on Tcgplayer. And I'm sure I'm missing cards. Like I'm absolutely positive that I'm missing cards here. If I go through it, oh look at that. That's a Ditto one. That's a Ditto one. We'll pull that out. I might actually need that for my personal collection. Oh, look at that. Charizard. Bang. It's Pokemon Go Charizard. I'll pull that one out too, actually. They can... Last I think I checked, they were worth like $4 or $5 a piece. So... Sorry, I need to move my hands away from the screen a little bit here. Alright. Coming up on the end of this, something shiny there sticking out. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there's some evolutions. Alright, alright. Here you go. There's some older cards in here, it looks like. Charizard. Here you go. This is interesting finding this one. A lot of people call this like an ice Charizard or a crystal Charizard or whatever you want to call it. I don't know how I feel about these. Not every one of these ones look like this. If you don't know what I'm talking about, and I know I'm probably saying it wrong, it's probably called something else. You can correct me down below. This is a special Charizard. I'll leave it out. We'll see what it's worth. Pupitar. Let's see. Wow. I am just mind blown by these older cards, and I know I've said wow probably 100 times in this video, but like there are so many good cards in here. So we got some shininess coming up here. Nope. Apparently no shininess. Alright, last little bit of cards here. And it looks like a lot of it is Scarlet and Violet. There you go. Wait a second. Hey look! A reverse hollow Iona. Iona. Alright. Seeing if we have anything. Alright, nothing too crazy. Oh, there you go. It's a promo card that you don't see too often. It's worth like $1 if I remember correctly, maybe a little less. But it's a promo card you don't see too often. I don't remember off the top of my head what it comes out of. But a lot of people are looking for that one. It's not one that's in every person's collection. But the one thing I definitely realized in selling Pokemon cards is not everybody collects promo cards. Some people just collect chase cards. Some people just collect graded cards. And I understand that you can get promo cards graded, but most people are not looking for promo cards. Unless you're me and you're trying to get a complete set, then I'm always looking for promo cards. But I'm actually just going to slip these older ones back here right in the front, so I already have them sorted out later whenever I go through it. So that's another Elite Trainer box down. Now, the final Elite Trainer box isn't completely full. It was only about half full, and this is the better stuff. There is one more item after I go through these cards real quick. I haven't priced them all out. I should have kept the scan-in invoice, whatever you want to call it, whenever I did price them all out in Sheet's parking lot through the Tcgplayer app, but I did not, or else I would put that on screen. Lesson learned for next time. So we'll just swipe through them real quick. I do remember some of the value of some of them, but I don't remember the value of any of them. He didn't have any particular rhyme or reason of why he put some in sleeves and some were not. So there's definitely some cards in here that are worth a lot, and there are some that aren't worth very much at all. So starting off with that Greninja tag team, bunch of trainer galleries, V's, Miltank, Aerosect, couple V stars. Regular holo there. Blaziken GX. Two Zamazentas. Arceus V. That was a really pretty card. I can't remember what set that comes out of. I think it might come out of that Arceus box. You have the Raichu. The Alolan Raichu, sorry, and Raichu Tag Team GX card, which is really, really cool. Charizard, I know that one's a good one for the cards that are in here. This Blastoise surprised me. When this actually comes from a box. Speaking of promo cards, this actually comes from a box. There's a matching Venusaur box for it too. It's a really, really cool box, but whenever it first came out, I believe they were $29.99, and my wife actually got me both of them off the shelf at Target, and these have actually really impressed me with the value. I believe last time I checked, both of them are for both of them it would be over $100, like $110, $100, but it's right around $60 for each box, and this card alone sells for $20. So it was actually a very surprising box. And then we have the Umbreon VMAX from Evolving Skies. This was one of the better cards that was picked up. Very good condition. Might end up in my personal collection if I can afford to absorb the cost. Flip through the rest of these. Lots of gold cards, lots of Raichu GXs. He opened lots of tins, obviously, because those Raichu GXs are promo cards from the tins, Hidden Fate tins. Then he has the 4 pieces to the Pikachu V Union. Okay, so as you can see, these are definitely the better stuff, but after I just went through that bulk, I don't know if it's the better stuff. I mean, obviously value-wise, but like that other stuff was knocking my socks off. It was so good. Let's see here. Anything good, anything good. Kinglers, V-Stars, we got GXs. I think it's crazy that over the last couple months since Scarlet and Violet's come out and EXs have come back, how many more EXs and GXs now from back in the day I'm getting in trade now. I'm getting a lot of people that are giving me EXs and GXs, and I feel like all the way through, oh look, we get into some Japanese cards, and I feel like all the way through the Sword and Shield era, I barely got any, so it's actually really kind of cool to see how that worked out like that. Now, after we went through all that, there was really only one thing left that I got that I made a short about that I will show on camera, is he also threw in this Beckett 8 Dark Charizard. If you look at the back, the only real damage that I see is right here, and there's a little whitening in the edges. So I thought this was really cool. Now, after everything was all said and done, what I paid for everything I showed you is, get ready, I paid $330 for all this, and after looking at it I thought that I got a really, really good deal at the time. I try to be safe, especially because you're running a business. You have percentages and profits, margins, and you got to try to stick to those. You start veering away from them, and that's where you start having problems. But after going through all of the cards here, I know that I knocked it out of the park. This was a really, really good deal. Like I said earlier in the video, I really, really wish that I could have every deal be small and local and have this much good old stuff in it. So I will wrap that video. I will wrap this video up. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. I appreciate all of you sticking around. I know this was a lengthy video. Stay safe.